Hello, Katy here from followkaty.com. I'm just checking if it's working on the computer. Hi. So I did a video earlier, but so I wanted you to know Genevieve, the person I'm going to do business with. So yes, it's working. So I'm going to share on my fan page. Hello, hello. Who is here today with me? So hi, who is here today? So Kathy here. Oops. Today we're going to talk about. Yesterday we talked about the autoresponder, and today we're going to talk about the little tips that I have for you to write great emails for your list. So hi Tom. So hello, hello. I'll just wait a few minutes. So if you watch it with a replay, just go fast forward maybe a minute and a half. So I hope you all have a great day. It's a Valentine's Day, so hope you're having some plans for tonight, or you had your plans already during the day. Hi Neji, hi, how are you? So yesterday, as I said, we did. Oh, hi Darren, how are you? So yesterday, and Jen Hai is here today as well. So everybody's back. Yesterday I felt a little bit alone. Yesterday I talked about the autoresponder and why your list is important and why you should continue contacting them all the time. So today I did the blog about how to use the copywriting. So the good thing is you have to send emails to your list. So sometimes you have emails already done, and you just from even your company, or depending what you're doing, which company you are representing. But you have to send as well, as I said yesterday, you need to have an email of introduction. So it has to be done the first day. At least they know that you're here and who you are, a proper person, and you can talk a little bit about yourself. Thank you, Neji. I'm fine, thanks. I'm great. I had a wonderful morning, and I did the live with my friend Genevieve. She's still a model. So it's very impressive, her life, and she's going to share it in her book, and she's going to go back to Canada to finish her book, to finish her business, and then she's going to move to Jamaica. So we'll be partner, and we'll do some products that I'll put on my e-commerce. So step by step we'll add more products. We're going to do perfume as well, so that is very, very interesting. So you know, nutrients, and she has a background on science, on psychology, so she's a very interesting person, and I really enjoyed my morning with her. So back to the copywriting. What I was going to say is, so your list. So when you write an email, it has to be very catchy, because and I do exactly the same. I join a lot of newsletters, and most of the time I don't even read them. I read the one that I think are important because they are big earners, but some of them I just delete. So to catch up the eye of your follower, of the person that did join your newsletter, you have to have a catchy headline. So I did a blog about the headline, so I put the link on the blog I did about the copywriting. But you need a catchy headline. If you don't catch their eyes, if they don't want to click on it because it doesn't appeal to them, they are not going to open your email. So you can have, like I have a lot of people on my email list, on my autoresponder, and when you see you have only 10% or 15% of the email open, it means that it needs to be, you need to, to work more about your copywriting. So that's why it's important to, you can read about copywriting. It needs to be very catchy. So that is one important thing, the headline. Also, when you write your email, you have to write it as you talk. don't copy and paste a big earner email and put it directly onto your email, because it's not you. So your followers normally they do see you on Facebook. They might see you talking. So if you, like me, not being an English native, if I start using big long words and that I don't even know what it means, they know it's not me. They know that it's a script that I'm using. So you want to make sure that it's your own list, it's your own email that you are sending them. It has to be a bit funny. You can put something about your weekends. So it has to be interesting to read. Because if it's the boring stuff where you have only links or only stuff for sale, they're not going to read back your next email. Because what you want to do is make sure that they open your first and your second and your third and so on. So you want to make sure that they're opening your emails, right? So that's why it's because when you start doing your email lists, the thing is you're spending a lot of time doing this email because you want to have it as a autoresponder after that. So hi Tom. So you want to have this list, and you want to make sure that you are they are going to open this list, and you want to build this relationship with the list. So that's why it's important that if they read the first email, then they're going to continue reading your list. So as what I said, the headline, and then do the email like you are talking, they know you. Put a little bit about yourself, put about the weekend, send them have a great weekend or whatever, but something as well, not only related to business, and that is important because they know as well that you have a life out of the business. And it's a life maybe they want to have, like I'm living in Jamaica and I love it, and I have a great life. I must say I'm not unhappy, but it's just if they see that they might have this life as well, working hard and doing their business, they are going to want to read your story because it's an interesting story that you have. Okay, so interesting story. Also, so your job is to keep your business reading, make it funny, interesting, doing some jokes. Put one link all the time. Make sure that you're putting the link of your blog or your website or your e-commerce. The thing not to do is putting many links or selling something new every time you are sending a new email. So if you send them an email every 2 days and they see a new project every 2 days and doesn't make sense for them, like I'm going to send an email about my e-commerce and propose and show my project. So of course I'm going to have different projects, but I'm going to explain why I'm going to do that. But if one day they see a Bitcoin, and the next day they see that you're doing an app, and the next day they are going to be completely confused. So yeah, don't try to sell or pitch in your first email. No, the first email has to be only about yourself. Why you decided, the big why you decided to be into the network marketing, who you are, and what is even your goal, what you want to achieve. So that is important that you show them who you are in your first email. Perfect, Tom. So that's why don't put many links that they don't have, if it has to make a story. So every time you're sending an email, it has to be a new story. So if you have different projects, and it has to follow up, is what I meant. Don't send different companies, different type of product or services you're going to have, because you have all of them. Of course, as an entrepreneur, you need to have multiple stream of income, so you have many, but it has to be coming as a follow-up. Don't send many links of few products or few services in one email, but don't each email send them a different product as well, because it doesn't show professionalism. Don't multiple message every day. It's a big no. So make sure you have only one, like every 2 days is fine, because if they see too many emails as well, they're not going to open them. As I said, it's about 10-15% of clicks that you get. So it's important that you send them a catchy headline and every 2 days. That is my recommendation. Okay. Don't send multiple email. Don't put any negativity. That is a big no-no. No negative email. Don't talk about other companies. Don't, that is very bad. Even on your profile, and I always say that, don't put any negative. Like I did go through some MLM and I got ripped off. They never paid my commission even though I should have been paid. I did everything they asked me, but for some reason they closed Jamaica without telling us. And when they had closed Jamaica, they didn't pay us. So I'm not the only one, but you don't know because I never put anything on my profile. So don't put any negative things on your profile because it doesn't look good. Of course, as an entrepreneur, we have ups and downs. Thank you, Tom. Ups and downs, and nothing is like, as I said, we all have our problems, but you don't put that on your wall. You have to put positive quotes, positive thinking. But I mean, don't put, peachy stuff about other company into your wall. It doesn't look good. So also, just check if I didn't. Yeah, don't send many different companies. So that's all I had to say. So the good thing that they want to know as well in your emails, even if you don't have something that you want to talk about all the time, or you can say they like hearing stories. So if you have a nice story about maybe your upline or someone that is just after starting a new business and got a few leads following what you're doing and they're happy about it, just you can make a story out of it and put that on your email. So that will show that everybody can do what you're doing and it works. So that is important as well, that you put some stories, success stories. People like success stories. People like happy ending. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. So that's really all I wanted to say. I did a blog, so I'm going to put this video on the blog. If you're watching it at the replay, just forward a little bit, a few minutes. And that's it. So I hope you have some plans for Valentine's. And unless you have any questions or you want to add something. And I was just wondering, how many emails do you open? If I can have that in my comments. How many emails, if you're on a newsletter, you're opening, because that is, and what push you to open the email and what doesn't appeal to you, so you don't open the email. So I'm just waiting to see. Tom, tell me. Nadia still here? Because sometimes it's hard to, of course we are saying to have a catchy headline, but everybody is different and you don't know what to write. So I would just wonder if anybody has anything to add. That would be nice. So Darren was here. Hope he's okay. I get over 400 emails a day. Wow. Yes, so you can't open all of them. But what makes you, Tom, open the few ones that you're opening? Is it because of the company? Is it because of the person? Is it because you have a catchy headline? Is it because it's an offer? Because sometimes, and that is something, if you put on your email first free, make sure you put a point in the middle, stop point, whatever, something in the middle, because free, it goes directly to the spam of the people. But if you put free, people don't really open it. It doesn't look catchy, it looks like cheap. And I mean, I don't. When I say free, freebies, I don't open it. So make sure, don't put free on your headlines. That, as I said, is my point of view. So maybe I might have people that don't agree. But I don't put free. For me, person, company, and headline. Yes, exactly. So that's Jen Hai. So that's you. Person, company, and headline. So yes, usually certain people's email. Okay, Tom. So yeah, so that's why it's what I said earlier. If you catch their attention, the first few emails, they are going to be inclined to following and opening your email. But if you are the boring headline and the boring person, they are not going to open after that. So that's why it's important that you can spend a lot of time, but spend it wisely to do your emails on your list. Okay? So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you. Oh no, I have more people coming and I'm going to go. So guys, thank you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening if you're with your loved ones, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jen. Hi. Thank you, guys. Bye.